Hi guys, this is Gunners Daily, and today we're gonna talk about the last Arsenal squad that won a major trophy, 2017 FA Cup. Where are they now, and how much has the squad really changed in these last 3 years? So, without further ado, let's start. With Petr Cech being the first choice keeper during the 2016-17 Premier League season, David Ospina was given a chance in the FA Cup and the League Cup runs, so Arsene Wenger decided to stick with Ospina and play him in the final. Ospina stayed with Arsenal for one more year, but he was mostly benched because of Petr Cech, and he decided to leave Arsenal at the start of the 2018-2019 season. He joined Napoli on loan, and a year after that, he made a permanent switch to Naples. Arsenal bought Rob Holding in 2016, and just a year later, he was already selected in the starting lineup for the FA Cup final. After a few promising appearances during the 2016-17 season, he quickly became one of the fans' favorites. Unfortunately, because of the injuries, he is mostly stagnating these past few years. From 2016 to 2020, he only made 34 appearances in the Premier League. He will turn 25 this year, and we can only wait and see if there's any future for him at Arsenal under Mikel Arteta. After winning the FA Cup, Per Mertesacker played for one more year until he called it a day. Quickly after that, he was offered a job from the club, and he is currently Arsenal's academy manager. Nacho Monreal played for Arsenal for 2 more years until he decided to return home to Spain. He currently plays for Real Sociedad. Hector Bellerin is still playing for Arsenal, and believe it or not, it's been 7 years since he made his senior debut for the club. And although he is only 25 years old, he is the longest serving Arsenal player in the squad. After his impact in the 2014 FA Cup final against Hull City, Ramsey did it again versus Chelsea by scoring a winning goal in the 79th minute. After spending 11 years with the club, Arsenal failed to meet his demands of a new contract, so with 2018-2019 season ending, Ramsey decided to join Italian champions Juventus on a free transfer. There were big expectations from the new signing when he arrived in 2016. In his first season with the new club, he immediately won his first silverware. He is still at the club today, but based on these last few years, he mostly got mixed reviews from critics and fans. He had some smaller bumps on the road, and it will be interesting to see if he will remain with the club after this season. After winning the FA Cup with Arsenal, Oxlade-Chamberlain left the club during the summer and became a Liverpool player, and he is still at Anfield today. Alexis Sanchez stayed with Arsenal for one more year after winning the cup, and then decided to join Manchester United in a swap deal that included Henrik Mkhitaryan going to Emirates. Let's just say, things didn't exactly turn out as planned. He spent most of his time being injured on the sidelines, and after just 32 appearances and 3 goals in 2 seasons for the club, this season he joined Inter Milan on loan, but is still mostly struggling with injuries. Mesut Özil is the longest serving player in the club alongside Hector Bellerin. He is currently into his 7th season with Arsenal Football Club. Coached by 2 different managers this season, Özil only made 18 appearances in the league with scoring just 1 goal and providing 2 assists. He only has 1 more year left on his current contract, and we can only wait and see what will happen to him during this summer's transfer period. First of all,
Ozil clips it in. Welbeck! There's your fairy tale! Danny Welbeck back and scoring the most melodramatic, title-turning goal of his dreams!
after all those years watching Welbs at the club, when someone mentions his name today, I believe that a lot of us immediately think about this goal. The celebration, the emotions, hope that we can finally win the Premier League. For fuck's sake. Anyway, that guy Welbs stayed with the club for 2 more years after winning the FA Cup in 2017. And as of this season, he joined Watford when his contract expired at Arsenal. To be honest, I always rated Danny Welbeck. But like many of our players, he was just so unlucky with all the injuries down the years. I mean, just look at this list of all the injuries he had during his time with Arsenal. What more can I say? And those were the starting 11 for the FA Cup final game versus Chelsea back in 2017. And here it gets even more interesting. We're not gonna go through all of them individually, but just take a look at the players who were on the bench that day. Lucas Perez, Olivier Giroud, Theo Walcott, Alex Iwobi, Petr Cech, Francis Coquelin, and Mohamed Elneny. None of those players are still at Arsenal today, and except for Petr Cech who retired, all of these players are still actively playing football today. Lucas Perez, Alaves, Olivier Giroud, Chelsea, Theo Walcott, Everton, Alex Iwobi, Everton, Francis Coquelin, Valencia and Mohamed Oneni, Besiktas. So in conclusion, just 3 years after winning that FA Cup medal in 2017, of 18 players who represented Arsenal on the pitch that day, only 4 of them are still here today. Rob Holding, Hector Bellerin, Mesut Özil and Granit Xhaka. Take in mind, there were transfer rumors about all of them maybe going somewhere else during this summer, but let's leave that topic for some other time. In some way, we can say it's fascinating how much the squad has really changed in these last few years. But I wanna know, what do you think? Which of these players, if any, would you wish that are still at the club today? Tell us in the comments. Thank you for watching, guys. If you liked my content, feel free to click on the like button and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. Peace.